might be a little bit freaked out by this. And then again, if you're not a long-term fan of mine and you're actually just interested in ASMR, this might also freak you out. If you're a long-term fan of mine and you don't know what ASMR is, I encourage you to look it up. You may already have experienced it, but like me, you didn't know what the name of it was until someone turned you onto it. And if you are already a fan of ASMR, but you think all the rest of the videos on my channel are weird, just know that I am a cool dude, and I'm into a lot of different things. So I don't really limit myself on the kind of videos I can make. I'm not really professional, and I don't really feel like there's a lot that's expected of me. So, like Days on Day, I have to remember to take my face away from the mic to breathe. Do you remember Days on Day? Do you remember when YouTube was a really cool website? Anyway, so forgive me if this is, one, not entertaining, or two, not even relaxing. I originally said that I would do this mainly as a joke, but I'm for really reals about this. I didn't necessarily buy the microphone just for this purpose, but it's definitely something that I'm kind of excited to do. Okay, my halogen lamp makes a snapping sound a few minutes after it's been turned off, so sorry about that. I'm gonna try to keep this really down to earth. Well, as down to earth as ASMR. Alright, it's not down to earth at all. But that's okay. If you get a good laugh out of this, I'm glad, and if you get some tingles out of this, even better. I think more people who don't know what ASMR is will be freaked out by this than people who do know what ASMR is. Because ASMR tends to get pretty fucking weird, which is fine. Because the internet is not serious business. Not anymore, anyway. So, a lot of the objects that I'm going to be bringing on are going to be kind of strange, but they are kind of a collage of the things that I'm interested in, and the things that I have found have interesting sounds, although I don't necessarily have the equipment nor the experience to make a really decent ASMR video. So this is the trash that you might end up listening to. But if you really enjoy it, I might do more of these in the future. Either way, I had to get one out, right? So, I think it's best just to start with some whispering. Hey, you want some hand movements? My hands are kind of dry, that's why I don't really do well with touch screens. There we go, come on. Can we get... There we go, maybe. It's not a very sensitive microphone. It's not a bad microphone, but it's not very sensitive. Hang on. We're not editing that out. This is going to be a long ride. I hope that this makes you want to go to sleep. So, let's talk about where I first learned about ASMR. Does anyone remember the really old heydays of YouTube? Does anyone remember Dr. Ashens? Dr. Ashens gave me tingles. I got a buzz from listening to Dr. Ashen videos, and that is what people refer to as ASMR, which is used to go by different names. The unnamed feeling was a common name that people on message boards would associate it with, and they adopted that. But I never knew that it had a name, and I never knew that they were message boards. But I know that Dr. Ashens gave me a buzz when I listened to him. So what I ended up doing was starting a YouTube channel myself. I felt like if this person's little show and tell could bring me this sense of peace and enjoyment, that there shouldn't be any reason why I couldn't do the same thing. So I did, but I didn't expect that anyone would get the same buzz from me that I got from Dr. Ashen. But then maybe about a year later, there was a kid who made videos that was basically a he's on the spectrum, so this is just something he enjoys, and he doesn't want anyone to think he's unoriginal, and that's fine. He ended up making a lot of YouTube videos that were very Ashens-esque, but he was making them in his parents' attic, so he was always sure to be very quiet, and there was a lot of tapping and plasticky sounds and crinkling, opening up video games, and for some reason one of my triggers is the Britannic accent. Anything Britannic, Australian especially. My favorite is an Australian, but we're not there yet. So we'd listen to this kid. Me. Well, I mean, he actually got like 126 subscribers, and he was really pumped about those subscribers, and it's really great. I'm happy for him. I wish he had continued. Maybe he's the reason that I do continue, because I realized that I might be making one person happy with my presence. But, you know, he had maybe Cockney accent. I don't know, I'm an American, so 10 year for accent, but, you know, he would talk about his PlayStation Free. Let me show you all the games I got for my PlayStation Free. I got Def Jam, and I got Resistance Fall of Man, and I got Uncharted. And he would just kind of whisper into this really crappy camera with really low quality, and it gave me supreme tingles. But I still didn't know what that crap was, and I didn't assume that anyone else knew what it was. So, years later I'm at a bar, I'm talking to one of my friends, and I just mentioned, I don't even remember how, that I was getting kind of a buzz off of certain YouTube videos that I had downloaded onto my PlayStation Portable, and I would listen to them before going to sleep. And he said, "Oh, well, that's ASMR." And then he showed me my very first true ASMR artist, who is still my favorite, and he's Massage. I should probably be fucking quiet. I'm trying not to be too intense. Massage ASMR, and he's this Australian guy who's a sound engineer, but he's into massage and meditation, and also UFC and video games and D&D and off-road 4x4, off-roading, four-wheeling in Australia, and hiking and photography. And he's a very varied and interesting person. And between his accent and his ability to actually, be a sound engineer and balance on the levels and do everything that I'm sure I'm not doing correctly for this video. Yeah, I'm sorry we had to get one of those in there. I'm trying to be subdued. I'm trying to be subtle. But I spell subtlety in giant flaming letters on my front lawn. I'm just kidding, I live in an apartment complex. It's not my front lawn, but... And if you ever get a chance to see Massage ASMR, I love all of his stuff. I love that he's an Australian. I love that he taps things in my ear and talks about wanting to go on vacation to Western Australia, and how you can only go in the dry season, because in the wet season you'll never get anywhere. I'm actually quite infatuated with Australia, so... Not their gun laws. Their early cowboy culture, their pioneer culture, which is very similar to ours. There's no reason you can't get it all back paint, I promise. So maybe I should quit talking and whispering. I should probably be doing something besides whispering, but there are a lot of ASMR videos that I like that are just whispering and sounds from people's mouths. I don't know why that's a trigger. If you've never enjoyed ASMR, you might not know that a lot of people like the tiny clicking sounds that people who are talking right up upon a microphone are making. And well, if you've never experienced it, I actually feel bad for you, because it's really fun. It's really fun to get those relaxing tingles all over your body. Oh, and I also I would move on to enjoy JoJo's ASMR. Ephemeral Riff. He's a cool bloke from Pennsylvania. He's also really, really fucking weird, and that's what I love about it. His video that was a parody of what's the guy's name? My Lamborghini guy. Forget his name. My halogen lamp just clicked again. That's fine. It's not gonna cause a house fire, and if it does, I don't know this place. So what does it matter? We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Yeah. And you thought that Ephemeral Riff was weird. Actually, no, he's still way weirder than I can ever be, man. He outweirds me at every point. Maybe we should bring some objects on to fuck with. Now, a lot of the YouTube ASMR videos that I watch, people will kind of show you and preview what they're gonna do. but I just have a bunch of shit that I randomly grab from around my apartment that kind of represents small slices of my various interests, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna bring up random shit at will. What are you gonna do about it? Watch a different ASMR video. Go ahead. No one's watching anyway. You know, we do have a deck of cards over here. I could possibly mess with that, but I don't want the sounds to be too intense. I want this to be really laid back. If you notice, I turned off all the lights in my room so that it wouldn't be too intense. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, I'm getting nothing out of that. That's pretty terrible. We're just ramping up. Give me a minute. Alright, we're gonna try a spring flourish. This might suck. That did suck. I'm not enjoying the cards. I am not JoJo. You like that? You like the sound of it? Clicking down. Okay, there's something that Massage ASMR usually does, but he, I think, has boom mics. He has windscreens on his microphone, so this might actually be god-awful. Once again, brace. The sound of fingers handling cards is not terrible. It's something. Not bad. It could be better. We're just getting started. But I think that mic scratching is god awful. And we're never gonna do that again. I promise. Oh yeah. One of the other artists that I've recently found out about, I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying him, is Fred's voice. And I usually don't go in for roleplay, which is a thing that a lot of ASMR people will do, which is why a lot of people think it's strange, but you kind of learn to go with it, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people will experience ASMR when getting an eye exam or getting their hair cut. So people on YouTube will pretend to cut your hair. Yeah, it sounds creepy and annoying, but this is America and we have freedom. So enjoy your freedom to be fucking weird. You have a constitutional right to be fucking weird, I assure you. So, yeah, those cards aren't doing it for me. I'm more of a tapper, but I've also got some crinkles and some scratching, so don't be too upset by the cards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. Don't leave. Come on, girl. We can make up. Don't worry. It's okay. You know, a lot of ASMR is done by a lot of pretty girls, and some people have tried to suggest that it's kind of sexual, but I've never gotten a sexual vibe out of it. At least, that's just me. I've never really wanted ASMR to be sexual, but at the same time, I mean, I am a pretty sexy bastard, so at least you get to watch me move around a mic and talk like a robot, and maybe you can imagine that we're together, girl. You know, even though it will never be, because I'm a fan, I'm a YouTube star. No. Shh, I'll be quiet. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna grab the first thing. And I mentioned this several times. I mentioned this in the damn review that I made of this is the right shoe of my climbing shoes. These are the Tarantulas, which is a model produced by the Italian sport climbing company La Sportiva Papa de Poopy Spaghetti. A lot of ASMR is also kind of repetitive sayings, which that's not that weird if you think about it. A lot of people have a lot of theories about ASMR, and one of those theories is that it has to do with our ancient shamanic religions, a common ancient shamanic religion that, well, probably had a lot of rhythm in it. A lot of shamans would probably have a rattle or a drum that they could use to heal you. And if you are a human and you feel tingly, maybe that convinces you that you're healed. And there is a lot of data out there to suggest that having far too much fun. Or maybe that's just me. I'm glad that my apartment complex is nice and quiet. Sometimes my neighbors are noisy. They throw these loud dang parties. They're probably also dealing illicit substances. We got notices on our door that say stop doing illicit substances. Because you can smell it from the hallway. No, really, this is my life. I'm not even making this up. It's 10 center, that's it. Do you like the heel? The heel better than the flat of the foot? Interesting. Unfortunately, I can't say that I myself am getting a ASMR buzz from this, but then again, I've also kind of lost my tingles. I feel like if you consume too much ASMR, you get kind of tolerant to it, but that doesn't mean that I can't help you. If you're enjoying this, then I'm glad. You know what, Shan? I didn't think about this. My favorite ASMR artist, massage ASMR. Oh, this is gonna be good. I actually really just realized that this isn't terrible. This is gonna help. My favorite ASMR artist has some kind of Thai wooden massage stick that he got from a strip in Thailand. It looks almost exactly like that. Well, this is not a massage stick. This is a tiny 3D printed Kubaton because my brother invested money in a 3D printer that now is no longer compatible with his laptop that melted down from too many hours of trying to edit my crappy videos. But I realized that he uses that to tap on things and draw on things, and I quite enjoy the sounds. No, I don't think it's good on its own. Kind of. No, that's not bad at all. was like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what to do, man. That's a god-awful thing. Okay, move on to some other shit. This one's gonna be weird. 1,000 years ago, in a very distant place called Maryland, I had a rifle. I know. Hold on to your shit. I owned a rifle, and I guess it won't be too intense. There was a time where, for some reason, 223 ammunition was hard to come by. I don't know why. Possibly due to manufacturing shortages, and possibly due to the media demonizing it because of the kind of rifles that it goes in, but for whatever reason, I needed some, and I went to a local gun store, and I said, do you have 223 for my Ruger Mini 14 ranching rifle? And they said, yeah, we do. These guys, I swear to God, were some kind of mafia front. Anyway, and they said yes, and I requested 20, a box of 20, so they handed me a pack of 20 that I've never used. And I was like, do you have a box? And they said, does it matter whether or not it came in a box? I swear to God, I've never used these. I don't want to die from someone's hand-loaded rape rounds. But I'm wondering if they don't shift around too much, if it might be a good tingle. It's definitely a little easier to manipulate this than it is something unwieldy like, a climbing shoe. But I guess I'll just have to learn to cope. I'm surprised. I feel like these are making a pretty good sound. I kind of figured that the bullets the cartridges might cause a problem, but surprisingly, they seem to be doing okay. If you enjoy the bullets, leave a comment, and next time I'll do a box of 7.62 by 39 ammunition that goes inside of my scary black assault rifle, which is evil. scratches in there. What do you think? I bought the Cold Steel OSI as a potential bug-out knife. Not really for heavy-duty use. I feel bad admitting this, but 100% for possibly sticking someone with. This is only in a scenario where my life would be threatened because of the collapse of society and being without the rule of law. I have other knives and, well, machetes that I can use to help build structures and harvest wood with, so I don't really need that for this. I always meant to do a review of it. I guess I still can, but I'll have to get my shit together and find a place where I can do that. You always think that making an ASMR video will be easy, then you have to make it yourself, and you realize that getting the proper sounds, the right rhythms, the right technique, it's a little bit harder than you initially thought it was going to be. I really hope that this microphone will do okay for this. If not, well, then I'll just have to make other kinds of videos for you guys. Because I noticed that a lot of the sounds that aren't my voice are kind of just coming in it. Not really all that loud. I mean, I know you can just turn the damn volume up, but, well, anyway. Alright, my thumbnails can't handle any more of that. They're actually extra long and grody today. I'm gonna have to cut those later today, so I'm glad I could get this video done while I still had some fingernails. You know, I actually didn't think this far ahead. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's sorry about that. Let's try some other plastic crap. Let's destroy everything on my desk and wake everyone up who might have fallen asleep. Look, everyone, it's our favorite paranoid mask, Rorschach. Oh yeah, he's also one of those characters you're not supposed to like. Because he has a belief system that he sticks to, and he doesn't waver in that belief system, and that's bad. Remember, we all have to be flexible, otherwise known as possibly being a pussy. Was interesting, but I'm not sure if it was quite loud enough. It almost feels like it's left oil residue on my finger. Wait a minute, look here. It's a freaking Gundam. Yeah, I think there's some tingles in this Gundam. I could have seen that coming. Let's put that away, shall we? Looking for the damn leg. Okay. I could possibly try to see if there's any tingles in my mini Cryptalian pocket knife, but I don't know. How you guys might feel about that. It might be a little loud. Try not to cut myself while doing this shit. Every goddamn time. I guess the cover is a little inflammatory. It's a very shocking comic, but it is fictional, so no need to worry. Black Summer was a really, really radical and interesting read, and it was one of the things that made me realize that of all mediums, for some reason, comics seem to be something that does not face a lot of censorship, which is what I like. And I talked about it on an old YouTube video from 1,000 years ago, and I highly doubt if anyone has remembered it or has seen it. But that was fun. And this is something else that I've learned from massage ASMR, to sort of use something like this. I use a white balance card to do something very similar. He probably doesn't bump the mic like I do, but hey, he's been at it a lot longer than I have. Let's get some page flipping going. I quite like when a friend's voice does things that involve books. I quite like the sound of pages flipping, so that's always nice. And the quality of these pages is very nice. I bought this from a comic book store in Glenburnie that was literally run out of a brick basement type building, which, by the way, is how you know it's quality comics. Hang on, we gotta have a smell. That's some good ass plastic newsprint. Something very similar that I've made a review about 1,000 years ago, well, about a year ago, was my Sequins notebook, which is a lesser known brand of notebook that is ultra flexible, and the paper quality isn't all that great. It allows for you to kind of bend the spine in ways that other book so far. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this, because this is where your Patreon money went. Hey, please donate to me on Patreon. I promise I won't spend all of it on hookers and blow. But that's okay if I did right. You'll forgive me? No? Okay. Well, shit, dude. We can totally do an ASMR hookers and blow roleplay. We'll totally do that. That'd be fucking great. You know what I mean? Like, I really would have to pay a girl to be in it. I mean, that'd be ridiculous if I didn't. You know what I mean? Where, like, and, okay, better stop this right fucking now, okay? That's not go overboard. I don't want to have to throw out this whole take. But, anyway, I hope that this was fun for you. Please try to like, comment, and subscribe, and donate to me on Patreon and all that good shit, because that is the only thing that allows me to know that anyone is still watching and that anyone is enjoying themselves. Because if they weren't enjoying themselves, I would stop doing this in a heartbeat. This is not about me. This is about you and my interaction with you, which is why I was really enjoying the live streams that I, for some reason, cannot seem to do anymore. I am technologically limited, or YouTube is choking my feed, which sounds kind of dirty when you think about it, but they're not really doing what I want them to do, so what does it matter? Have you ever seen the movie Videodrome? I kind of feel like that has a little bit of relevance to all this. Long live the new Flash does the Videodrome. Yeah, that's some shit that I'm totally going to end an ASMR video with. So if you're one of those creepy, weird ASMR people who are into creepy, weird ASMR roleplays, oh my god, we gotta get the sack poison on this. This is terrible. Do you see the kind of horrible shit that can happen when you give me money? Oh yeah. You like that one? I used to